over 4, and that's your final answer. And if you notice, that is the same answer as this. They're not in the same order, but that's fine. Addition is what's called commutative. You know, if I take 2 plus 3, 2 plus 3, that's the same as 3 plus 2. It doesn't matter the order that you add two things. It's the same exact answer. So this and this are the same answer. So it doesn't matter which way you do it. Either is good. All right. We're going to skip example number 2 because there's nothing special about cosines. It's just, in this case, going to be either formula 1 or formula 2. You know, so you figure out what you're going to do for 15. There's always a lot of choices, guys. So 15, like I said, try to stay in quadrant 1 if you can, because in quadrant 1, everything's positive. But there'll be plenty of problems that you can't stay in quadrant 1. So maybe 15, you do 45 minus 30. Maybe you do 60 minus 45. Maybe you do 135 minus 120. Now, I would never do that one because you got all types of quadrant 2 angles, and if you're going to have to do cosines in quadrant 2 and cosines negative, so like that's when it's going to get kind of ugly. So I would stay with quadrant 1 angles whenever possible. All right, last example. Example number 3. There's nothing special about this problem except I gave it to you as a radian. And you should be able to convert radians to degrees. So all you're going to do is convert this to a degree. So a quick reminder so you don't skip this on your homework. You're going to multiply by 180 over pi. That would cancel these. And then you guys have calculators now, so you don't have to worry about that. You can just do that in the calculator. So that's going to be 19 times 180, and then divided by 12, that is 285. So, okay, you're still going to have to find angles on the unit circle that come out to be 285. So you can't use just quadrant 1 angles, but I would try to use one quadrant 1 angle. So here's what I do normally. When I'm trying to find the two angles that I'm going to make it, I'm going to take this angle and I'm going to add and subtract quadrant 1 angles to see if I get something. So like, for example, if I took this and subtracted 30 from it, that gives me 255. Well, 255 isn't on your unit circle, so, that wouldn't be an option. But if I added 30 to this, that gives you 315. And 315 is from the unit circle, so you could use that as an option. So you'd have 315 minus 30 would give you this. And there's a lot of ways you can do it. You could do 225 plus 60. You just have to find two angles from your unit circle that add up to be 285. So in this case, maybe I am going to go, I use subtraction. I'll go 315 minus 30. So just like before, first one is your alpha, second one's your beta. You do have to tell me that. If you don't, then I don't have any idea what numbers you're going by, and I won't give you credit for the assignment. Okay, so here's what we got. Same formula. I got sine, what formula is this? Is before. This is number 4. So this is formula number 4, because formula number 4 is sine and subtraction. So make sure you're using the right formula. So it's the sine of alpha, 315, times the cosine of beta, 30, minus the cosine of alpha, 315, times the sine of beta, 30. Put the numbers in, and I'll show you guys, there's like one little shortcut you guys can do. The sine of 315, so if you're, that's a 45-degree reference angle in quadrant 4. So sine is square root of 2 over 2, but you're in quadrant 4, so it's negative. So negative square root of 2 over 2. Cosine of 30, square root of 3 over 2, minus the cosine of 315. Cosine in quadrant 4 is positive. So this is going to be positive, and it's square root of 2 over 2. And sine of 30 is 1/2. And now you have everything you need. Now, at this point, I am okay with you guys just going to the answer. Because if you look, when you multiply these, it's going to be over 4. When you multiply these, it's going to be over 4. So you can just jump right to the answer and put over 4. So it's kind of saving you a step here. And now when you multiply the tops here, That'll give you negative square root of 6 minus, and this will give you square root of 2. And that's your final answer. Notice that's the same answer as last time. That's the same. That's answer for every single problem you're going to get. Every problem I give you for sine and cosine, at least, not for tangent, that's going to be the answer. It's going to be some version of square root of 6 and square root of 2 over 4. So make sure that you get something that looks like these. If you don't, then you know you got it wrong. And you shouldn't. I mean, you know, you guys have your unit circles with you. Now, they could both be negative. They could both be positive. You can have one positive, one negative. But it is definitely going to be some variation of this answer. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. This should be a relatively easy exercise for you guys. I'll post your homework, and be safe. Talk to you soon.